Hello everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Let me get adjusted here. Kind of getting comfortable sitting on the floor. How is everybody doing? Can you all hear me? Well, today is going to be a shorter live stream. And I hope it doesn't end abruptly as it ended last time. I'll get into that as well, what happened in my last live chat. I had to end this video pretty prematurely and abruptly. And I felt very bad about that. I don't know if any of you folks were here when that occurred, but actually looking at some news, and I want to talk about some silver, some of Cohen's ludicrous claims. Obviously Cohen, there was all kinds of bombshell claims. It's Trump's a racist. Breaking news, Trump's a racist. Any proof? Well, he said, she said that he said that he's a racist. No, can anybody offer me any proof, any video, any documentation of all the claims that Trump's a racist? So it's so easy for Kamala Harris, that lady who's running for president, and Cohen, and everybody just in the news, he's a racist. And then no one questions him. Well, wait, back up a second. What do you mean he's a racist? What did he do? You call somebody a thief. He's a thief. The first thing they're going to do is, what are you talking about? Where did I steal from? Or vice versa. Where did he steal from if he's a thief? Nowadays, I guess you're able to call people thief and not have any crime taking place. It is utterly amazing. Oh, he's a racist. He's a, I don't even want to get into it. I don't think people understand, these, I call them blanket statements where nobody questions why are you saying that, yeah, Cohen threw Trump under the bus, but it's irrelevant. It's not illegal to write out a check. Oh, they showed a check. Oh my God, there's evidence. Impeach. It's not a crime to write out a $35,000 check, even when you're running for president, for non-disclosure agreement. It's just not illegal. Sorry, folks. There's a lot of things that were said about Trump. Trump's a very bad man. I know him. I used to deal with him all the time. He's a very bad man. And nobody questions, well, what do you mean? Well, 500 times as his lawyer, he had me threaten people. Well, lawyers normally do threats. You normally send them letters. You do not cease and desist or whatever you're attempting to do from a person. You normally send them a letter. This is the attorney of, I'm the attorney representing Donald Trump. We hereby ask you to cease and desist, or we hereby ask you to pay your debt, or we hereby ask you to stop making false claims, or we're going to sue you. That's considered a threat. See, I noticed when I was listening, no one would ask him, well, what was the threats? Because legally, there's nothing wrong with threatening somebody. Legally. Somebody does some shoddy work on your house. They refuse to fix the work. The first thing you do is contact a lawyer. You know what the lawyer says? We're going to threaten them. We're going to write them a threatening letter, threatening to sue them if they don't get out there and fix the bad workmanship. That's a threat. It's not illegal. But the way the news spins it and the way Michael Cohen is spinning it, 500 times he asked me to threaten somebody. Okay, let me get you this straight. Regardless of what Trump asked you to do, You are the lawyer. You should be advising him. Hey, my client What you're asking me to do is going to get you in legal hot water. And as your attorney, I need to advise you that we cannot do that, regardless of the situation. It appears as though Cohen went along with everything as though it was legal. 500 threats, paying off women who he slept with, which should be none of our business. It really shouldn't. It truly is a joke. I appreciate you folks for tuning in. I really do, on this Wednesday afternoon. I also appreciate it if you'd give me a thumbs up. Really, I see I got 48 people in the room and only 8 thumbs up. I must not be doing too good of a job anymore. Let's say hello to a few people. Just add Silver and Mr. Octopus and Patrice Brown. Thank you very much. Reed Powell and RV Spirit Breaker and Mr. Anon. There you are. It's all good. Seaway 44. Cohen is a little pissant liar. Regardless, what he is claiming Trump has done doesn't sound illegal. Okay? It doesn't sound illegal. And you gotta, is it illegal? No, it's not. Cohen threw Trump under the bus. Another comment, just add Silver. Ryan in the house. What's up? Yankee Stacking, 0.99 squad stopping in to salute you. Thank you so much, Yankee Stacking. I really appreciate it. Reality Dog. It's not a crime to pay black mailers. And that's a true statement. And it's not a crime to shut up, let's say, ex-lovers or something like that. It's not. What's up, Yankee? From Apatulin Stackin. Rooster Cogburn. Seaway, Ariel Becco. Richie Bravo in the house. I'm not seeing what those little symbols are. Dr. Prepper and Richie Bravo all aboard the Trump train coming through. DPP 1235. Thank you so much. And James Dodge, and who else is here? NGC Coins. Love hello from YF and YouTube of Morocco. Wow, Morocco. Whew, I went to, let's see, Adam Rogers. Yo. So I wanted to apologize to everybody in this room right now. Quentin G in the house. Silver Cowboy. Michael S. And it really wasn't a testimony. If you really understand the meaning of these testimonies, they're to create... This was just a Democrat witch hunt. Normally these type of testimonies are to determine whether additional laws need to be made. Twisting the tactical paradigm. James Dodge... Just added some red-tailed buffalo Canadian coins. Stephen Parson and Rebecca in the house. I haven't seen Rebecca in a long time. Balloon of Mars. Why the Cohen trial during Fiat? Well, it was to take away attention to what good he's doing. In addition, first of all, it was to take away from what he was doing in Vietnam, but it was also because there is that reverse timeline. He's not going to be able to respond. You love it? They're cowards, basically. Anyway, I wanted to apologize. The last time I was doing a live chat, no more than 6 minutes into the live chat, I was disturbed. And I had to abruptly shut down the live chat due to unforeseen situation that I could not get out of. And I cut off a lot of people, and it was pretty abrupt. I basically said, well, I got to go, good night, pretty much like that. And I ended the video. So I do apologize for that if anybody was here. It's kind of like the Kavanaugh witch hunt. It really is. Reed Powell in the house. Adam Rogers. It was a hit piece. Tons of people do it, especially pastors in the Baptist churches, working my container home, working to get my container home. So that's got to be one of those storage units that you're talking about, the big metal storage, and you're going to turn that into, I'm thinking, yeah, it's always a look at this hand, not at this hand. It's always a distraction with our news media outlets and the thugs in government. The fact of the matter is he's doing some good. I'm hoping he's doing some good in Vietnam, and they don't want you to see the good he's doing. I'll tell you what, if he was doing something bad, there'd be no witch hunt going on. All cameras would be on him. Notice no cameras are on him. Can you elaborate on that glitch I keep hearing about happened last night? Actually, it wasn't last night. It was about 2 nights ago. I was doing a live chat, very much like I am now. 6 or 7 minutes into the video, basically had to shut the video down, the live stream. I barely got time to say, hey, I got to go. And I just literally ended the video. It was an unforeseen situation. You know, a family member walked in the door. I don't even like doing videos around family members. I don't want them to accidentally get in my video or anything like that. I just feel very uncomfortable. Even myself, this intimate setting, just you and I, feel very uncomfortable, let alone somebody behind me watching. So that's what happened. So what's my opinion on the American Eagles being sold out? Love it. First of all, anytime there's a scarcity of a product, no matter what the product is, the price of that said product goes up. So there's a flip side to being sold out of Silver Eagles. It's pretty much my take on that. Again, so racist, so easy. Everybody's calling everybody a racist, but nobody stopped and say, okay, what did he do that made you determine he was a racist? Nobody asked that counter question. You see what I'm saying? And that's not the only accusation that people make and nobody questions. Any video of Trump, anything that Trump's a racist, nobody has any evidence, nobody has any claims, nothing, but he's a racist. It's their way of demonizing him. Again, if I told you that guy's a thief, what's the first question out of your mouth? It's not to go on to a new subject. The first question or comment out of your mouth is, who did he steal from? What do you mean he's a thief? That's the first question. Who did he steal from? What did he steal? That's my point. Yeah, so Silver Collector, I think there's a new algorithm that is shutting down news feeds from conservative talk shows like mine. A lot of people are experiencing this. I noticed that my revenue has gone down, my views have gone down. So I think they're slowly trying to shut down conservative talk is what is happening. I can't control that. All I can say is hit that little bell icon and hopefully it'll reestablish you as being notified when I put out a new video. I always ask people that, how is Trump a racist? And they can't answer. My point exactly. My point exactly, Silver Stacker for Life. The news media outlets let him say these blanket statements. He's a bigot. He's a racist. Yet he's hired so many black people around him, but yet he's still a racist. It's a way of demonizing people. It's Tactical Paradigm in the house and Matteo Di Fiore. There's another name I have not seen in a long time. So yeah, silver. I'm liking the fact that a lot of places are selling out of silver. In addition, I already mentioned that a scarcity of a commodity drives the commodity price up. But it also tells you something, that more and more people are starting to stack silver. Or they're getting more aggressive with stacking silver. I opt for the first. I think more people are getting into silver. More and more. And that's a good thing. It really is. And I think the existing silver stackers are just getting more aggressive, meaning they're buying more. Silver collector, I agree with you. Civil War. I almost think it's needed. I hate to say that. RP, I call them blanket statements or umbrella statements. You know, statements that have a broad meaning, but nobody asks what's underneath it. Nobody asks why. They throw this bag of statements, but they don't ask you what's in the bag. I mean, yeah, nowadays, if you disagree with anybody, you're racist, you're a bigot, you're a homophobe. Now you wear red, you're a hate monger. Red with the words MAGA on it, you're a hate monger. Maple Flex, never heard of it. Never heard of it. I apologize, Jack. Just add silver. Most sites have eagles ready to ship today. Wow. Okay, that's good. Maybe they're getting them back in stock. Yeah, I haven't been buying any silver lately because we're trying to get a house. We're trying to close on a house. I can't buy anything expensive. You know, as you know, when you close on a house or just before, they want to see bank statements. They want to see your credit card statements, your tax statements. And I don't want to have to explain any large purchases. Reed Powell. I'm not sure, but I was just told that a few on long dealers were out. But now I'm hearing that they're getting them back in stock. I got a couple of cans of whoop ass in my bag. It's funny, your left leaning or your other YouTube channels that just teach you how to shave eyebrows and teach men how to put makeup on, those channels are doing good. Those channels are doing good. If you want to learn how to, put on makeup as a male, if you want to learn how to wear tight jeans, and you want to learn how to bikini wax yourself and how to wear a dress like a real woman, those channels are doing good. But God forbid you should spill some of the truth out. What kind of Sig Sauer do you have? I have a P229 40 caliber. Mr. Anon in the house. Little Red Pony, there's another name. Matt DeFure, haven't seen you. Little Red Pony. Man, there's a lot of names in this house today that I have not seen in a while. That is freaking awesome. Dig your silver pickups, Yankee Stacking. Yeah, Yankee Stacking's got a decent channel, folks. Hi, over at Silvergram. There's another name I haven't seen in a while. Richie Bravo. I used to see him a lot. Him or her. Show us how to put makeup on at the end of the video and talk about UFOs. Okay, thanks. Adam Rogers, yeah, he wore his skinny jeans today, and went to Starbucks and bought a whipped frappe with extra whipped cream. You've seen the student loan debt crisis he has. I'll tell you what, I cannot wait to pay off my student loan. I think I have 6 more grand to pay off my student loan. I want to tell you something about that student loan. It's one of, not the very first, but it's one of the worst mistakes I've ever made in my entire life was getting a student loan. I've been in debt to that student loan so far as I'm sitting here with you for 21 years. I have approximately 3 more years to pay that off. That's what I'm estimating is going to take me to pay off 6 grand. One of the very worst mistakes I've ever made in my life. If I was to advise any young kid, don't take a student loan out, because they throw those student loans at you. Literally throw them at you when you're young and stupid. So, Mr. Octopus, I don't know if you're being mean to me, but I actually saw a UFO one time in my life. I did. It was back in I think 85 or 86. And I was with somebody, so I know I wasn't flipping hallucinating, because that person saw it too. And it's really up close. I don't want to talk about it, but it's a true story. Yeah, I would just definitely silvergram. You need to go to school, save up for 1 lousy semester, pay it out of pocket. Save up for another semester, pay it out of pocket. I started out with a Pell Grant and a student loan. I was able to get the Pell Grant paid off. But this student loan, been a monkey on my back for 20-something years. 6 more grand I have to pay. Thank you, Mr. Octopus. Appreciate it. Yeah, the umpire's post. The new stealth aircraft are very quiet. They're quiet, but not this quiet. What I saw back in 1986, nah. Maple Flex is a thin bar of silver that you can snap in. That you can snap in different denominations. I haven't seen any of those, but there is. What is it? The wagon train silver bar. Stagecoach. It's the Stagecoach silver bar. Look up the Stagecoach silver. That you can also break into little increments. Lynn Thax. Cats. I'm just going to say Lynn Cats. I don't know how you would pronounce that with a T in front. I have 2 Scrooge McDuck coins coming. My wife wants one so bad. She wants the Mickey coin and a McDuck coin. Yeah, Tyru. One of the worst mistakes ever made. Student loan. American Supertramp. He might have been piloting the UFO I saw. I actually made a video on this YouTube, on this UFO. You're going to have to look for it. It was this YouTube video, you might have to go back 2 years. And I described what I saw. To the best of my ability, I described what I saw. Did I ride a woolly mammoth? Okay. The umpire's pose. Isn't it better? Isn't it better to invest in actually silver currency like the American Silver Eagle? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Silver Eagles, bars, anything made of silver. Silver coins, silver rounds. Yes, absolutely. Hello from Bay Palm, Florida. Doug Larrabee in the house. I'm actually trying to move back to Florida, my wife and I. What do you guys think of the Apollo coins? Haven't seen them. Yeah, so Scottsdale Mint Those stacking bars are nice. They're tongue and groove bars basically, and they lock. You stack them onto each other, but they lock in place. Guys, got to check them out. They're a little pricey though, but they are sweet. So Fred Castledine, I've already made a video about my UFO experience that took place in 1986. You're going to have to go back about 2 years and look it up, maybe even 3 years. I don't want to occupy everybody's time that might, here in this room, that might not be interested in it. I think Scottsdale. I'm really not impressed with the Royal Canadian Mint bars as far as aesthetics. T-Cats. Okay, T-Cats. When I get quiet, I'm just trying to read some of the awesome comments here. Some of them, not so awesome, but I'm trying to respond to some people's, because I'm done talking about politics and all this anti-Trump bullshit that's going on. Apologize for my language. Mercury Dimes being remade, I have to look into that. Zip Fix Guitars. Excuse me. Hi all. I just hit 300 ounces of silver and 5 ounces of gold. Holy crap. Man, I have no gold. I have a couple of 10th ounces, which is virtually none. So I'm kind of envious when anybody says they have gold. So Zip Fix Guitars, 300 ounces. Thank you so much. So Arizona does have a lot of those sightings, and so does the Panhandle of Florida has a lot of sightings. Am I moving soon to Florida? No, Rebecca, but I would love to move to Florida. If I had a chance, if I can find a decent job out there, I would move to Florida. But at this point in time, those opportunities don't seem to exist right now for me in my future as far as employment there. I have been applying in my field. I've been applying, but I'm in the greater Tampa. They are really screwing us with taxes after voting the highest tax rate, Silver Graham. So I used to live in the Clearwater Largo area. It's right across the Bay Bridge. Or I forgot the name of the darn bridges out there. There's 3 main bridges that go from Tampa to Clearwater and Largo. Yukon Cornelius, I'm not in the new pad yet. I'm actually shacking out with my sister right now till we can close. As I mentioned before, the house I was renting, or the condo I was renting, he decided to sell it while I was renting to him. He gave me 30 days notice, says I got to sell this place. Put me in a bad situation. So I said to myself, all right, I can go rent an apartment, but they put me in a 12-month lease. 12-month lease. I know I'm closing on my new house either in 1 or 2 months. I couldn't afford to do a 12-month lease. Just to get out of the lease, they would have jacked me financially. So, Cauldron 2091. How long have you been stacking precious metals? I've been stacking since about 2007, 2008. I've actually been a prepper and a gun collector since, well, I started bought my first gun back in 2001, and I started prepping actually about the same time I started stacking metals. You know, prepping, putting food storage on the shelves, that sort of thing. Steban Luansky. Stay away from the rhodium. I don't see why you would purchase rhodium. No, do not have to pay taxes when I buy silver at the coin shop. That is a negative. There's also many hallucinate. I wasn't hallucinating that night. Me too. Courtney Campbell. There was the Courtney Campbell, and which the one? It's the Gandhi Causeway, Silvergram. Am I right? The Gandhi Causeway. And there's a third one. Howard Franklin. Is it the Howard Franklin Bridge? I don't know. Yeah, Tyru. I got them all right. I guess I did remember the bridges. The Howard Franklin, the Gandhi. I used to fish off the Gandhi Bridge and the Courtney Campbell Bridge. Yeah, like I said, I used to live in Largo, Florida. I used to live in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Yeah, in Tarpon Springs. Now they're all freaking meth neighborhoods. Anyway, I noticed that I got 89 folks in here. Listen, I realize I'm not talking heavy today. I'm not talking heavy silver. I'm not getting all crazy and animated. But still, give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. It's not like I'm asking to borrow 20 bucks. Just give me a thumbs up if you would. I really would appreciate it. I love fishing, Rooster. I mean, it's one of my favorite things to do next to skiing. Actually, I'd rather snow ski and then fish, but my dream is always to own like a 35-foot, 40-foot boat and just go fishing all the time. Yeah, I used to live in Largo also, Clearwater. I used to have a girlfriend in Dunedin, Seminole. I used to fish off of Indian Rocks Beach and the bridge that goes from Indian Rocks into Clearwater, because there's another bridge there. Knife catcher in the house. Sorry, Cauldron, man. It's so hard for you to get guns in California. No, Mr. Anon, I don't need to borrow $20. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. You can throw me a beer one day, a nice ice-cold beer. I mean, I know my revenue has fallen from YouTube, but don't take that as me trying to borrow money. All I was asking for was a thumbs up. Chat went from 4 to 92 live viewers. Yeah, I'll have to be ending this video shortly. Maybe another 15 minutes. Reed Powell, I love you, man, but I gotta go. Reed, see you next time as well. I pop in and out to watch the commercials they put across your channel. Just watch a 5-hour energy commercial to help out, bro. Thank you. I didn't realize I had a 5-hour energy commercial. No, are you kidding me? No way. There's no 5-hour commercials. But anyway, when you guys, watch my videos, and not all of my stuff is live chat. I got a lot of videos out there. I'd appreciate it if you would just watch. You don't even need to watch. Let the commercial play. And that way I get about a couple of pennies out of every video. Uneducated economists. I'll check them out. We have a house in Dunedin on Wichikuchi River. Yeah, so Dunedin. Yeah, okay. Up finger from MW. Hello. Zip Fix. I noticed you just subscribed again, but I thought you were always a subscriber. Hey, from San Antonio, Timothy Brown. I like San Antonio. I actually like Texas also. And thank you, JT Coin Rigs. Have a beer on me, $1.99. Thank you so much. Love the Australian wedge-tail eagles. I'll have to check them out. Over here, funny, I was going to ask you for 20 bucks. You know, that's funny over here. A lot of times when I can see somebody and they come up to me and they ask to borrow money, I always look at them and I go, you know, that's funny. I was going to ask you to borrow. And they always get this look in their face. So if they ask me, hey, you got a couple of bucks I can have for gas? I always look at them and go, you know, it's funny. I was just going to ask you for a couple of bucks worth of gas. And I always get this drop jaw. .22 caliber is versatile, sure is. I have a Remington, not a Remington, a Ruger 1022. I can't even remember all my guns. 7mm hunting rifle. That's a nice gun. See, I wasn't on Mr. Anon yesterday. I didn't have a live chat yesterday. So that's kind of weird. Maybe YouTube is screwing things up. So over here, you want to hear about my YouTube experience. I don't want to take up this room's time. No disrespect. Go and check out the video. I made a video about 2 or 3 years ago explaining this YouTube experience. Just search my videos. It's only one UFO video I've ever made. I felt so stupid making it, but I had to share what I saw. It's only one video out of hundreds of videos I've made. I've given a few bucks a couple of times to those types. The Empire's Post. Yes, I do from time to time. But there's also those types that just sit at a gas station or a large gas station, and they'll keep walking up to people as they fill up. Hey, you know, we just left Connecticut and we're on our way to, you know, California, and we don't have any money for gas. And I always think to myself, I've made lots of long trips in my life. Even as a kid, I've drove across the United States a few times. I've always got on Google, calculated the miles, calculated the average gas price, and always brought money with me. These people nowadays, they're just mooching money, and I just don't give them to them no more. I'm so tired of everybody needing help. Help is a very addictive drug. Yes, a very addictive drug. If somebody gets help for too long, they come to rely on help, that very addictive drug, and they're no longer able to support themselves. Honestly. Over here, I did do a video on the UFO sighting. I said, go back about a year and a half, 2 to 3 years, and look up the video. It's in my video library. Oh, Rebecca, okay, maybe there was a glitch. Sorry about the YouTube live chat situation yesterday. Yeah. I really believe help is a very addictive word. Now, don't get me wrong. Help is a very addictive drug. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe everybody, including myself, have needed help in our lives. But the thing that's different about us, we don't grow addicted to help and make a career out of receiving help. That's the difference. And that's what I call a moocher. Where are you located? I am currently in Tucson, Arizona. When did I start my silver videos? Wow, it has to be about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I say, actually, maybe even 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I think, is a fair, honest answer to that question. Why the 1 ounce gold Perth Mint Yukon? It's a very pretty coin, if I might add. He's not asking me, he's asking Yukon, but I just had to add in my 2 cents. Angel Garcia. He wants to talk about silver, folks. I love silver. But I also love gold. And I think I'm going to start, as soon as I close on the house, I think I'm actually going to start buying more gold than silver. Now, people are going to say, why? I'm going to beat you to the punch. Because my silver is actually taking up a lot of room in the safe. Once you reach, a couple thousand ounces, it starts to take up a lot of room. And it's best at that time when you run out of room to maybe buy gold instead after a while. JT Coin Rigs, thank you again for the super chat. And you have a great night. Yeah, I never buy Chinese gold. I don't buy anything off of eBay. And that ensures I don't get Chinese crap. I buy from the dealers directly. JM Bullion for one. So, Angel, I wouldn't trade in your silver to get gold, and I'm going to tell you why. When buying silver, you're paying a premium, right? You are. So, when you sell your silver, a lot of times you don't get that premium back, right? Correct. Then you go, after you traded in your silver, now you're negative the premium, you're going to take those funds and buy gold. When you buy gold, there's a premium. You're losing out. Bottom line is, do not sell your gold. Hang on to it. Just save and buy your gold outright. Do not, in my opinion, don't take your silver and sell it to get gold. You're paying double premium. It's just my opinion. Am I always right? No. But that's just how I roll. A 1/4 ounce gold American Eagle. God, I think that's going to be my first gold coin I buy. Diggin' Dave. A lot of people are impressed with Provident Metals. DPP. They really are. Yeah, Angel Garcia, you're welcome. Like I said, don't sell your gold. Don't sell your silver to get gold. And I hope I explained that correctly as far as the premium, how you're giving up a premium in a way. So I hope you understood that. I hope it made sense. I've never purchased from Provident, Chance, but a lot of people swear by Provident. Knife catcher in the house. Never heard of Littleton Coin Company. Never heard of them. And I'm not one to try out a company that I haven't heard of. Sorry. The ST Bullion's okay. I just find them to be... I don't know. There's something about them that rubs me the wrong way. I think their shipping. Now they might have come down on their shipping, but I remember when I first started buying from them, the shipping seemed to be a little bit higher, as well as their coins seemed to be slightly higher than their competitors. So I go to SD and APMEX when I cannot find what I'm looking for in other places. Yeah, like I said, Yukon, I've never heard of Littleton. But just because I haven't heard of Littleton means nothing. I'm just one person. And that doesn't mean they're not good, is what I'm trying to say. Does seem to be an interest by your viewers on talking about their UFO experience, considering live chat for all of us to share our experiences with you. And I really do appreciate listening to your experiences too. And I know how silly it is to talk about UFOs. And I know how ultra stupid it must make somebody seem when they claim they seen a UFO. And everybody's like, yeah, bullshit, that guy's crazy. But I'm telling you, do I seem crazy? I've never mentioned it before, but back in 1986, I seen a UFO. It's not like I'm trying to make money off of it. It's not like I'm talking about UFOs every day. I guarantee you it's the first time anybody's heard about it. But the fact is a fact. And I know how crazy it must make me seem. Go check out the video. It's about 3 years old. So Cat C. No, I have not I have not heard of any impaction. Is that a word, impact? Anything with the red flag laws? DigiGold. Never heard of DigiGold. Generic silver is fine, Diggin. Generic silver is fine as long as it is something that you recognize and you buy it from a reputable company. Okay? There's nothing wrong with generic silver. I think of it as the round, the equivalent to a silver bar. Okay? It's just round. They're both generics. And the fact is, generics, whether they be round or bars, can be had for slightly less of a premium. They're more economical to obtain, is what I'm trying to say. Thank you so much over here. That's right, Army. Mathematically, think about it. Mathematically, there's no freaking way we're the only ones in the universe. New York passed a ban on gun bill. I got to look into this. I would love to move back to New York. I'm an ex-New Yorker, but I won't move back there. They're going to freaking kill themselves. I mean, financially. People are going to move out, and all they're going to have left is the freaking welfare moochers and the freaking crackheads or heroin addicts nowadays. And then how are they going to pay to get their roads fixed? So I really never looked into founding fathers. I don't know who's my favorite. I don't think I have a favorite, to be honest with you. Benjamin Franklin, what I've learned in school about Benjamin Franklin, he didn't invent all the things that people say he invented. He would actually hire, Benjamin Franklin, from what I heard, would actually hire other inventors to work in his corporation, in his building. They would invent stuff. Because they worked for him, he would take credit for what they invented. That's what I learned in college about Benjamin Franklin. He didn't really invent much of anything, according to what I learned. Who knows? Wait, maybe Silvergram is right. Silvergram and the other person. I think I was wrong. It was Thomas Edison who did that. You are right. I was wrong. Not Benjamin Franklin. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, would hire other inventors. Again, I apologize. I'm not always 100% correct all the time, but my intentions are good. Would hire other inventors, steal their or take credit for their inventions, and boom. Over here, I would have to take a look at the price of a quarter ounce of gold to give you that answer. I really don't know. And I would have to pretty much see what everybody is charging for a premium and then do a cost average analysis. But I really don't know at this time to answer your question. Yale Crandall, he saw a UFO in 2016 in Florida while driving home from Daytona. And that is where I was driving home from when I saw my UFO. And in my video 3 years ago, I said I was driving home from Daytona when I saw my UFO. I was driving home from Daytona. I was driving from the east to the west towards Tampa Bay. I think APMEX charges too much. I really do. Though APMEX is phenomenal to get hard to find coins. They're just phenomenal. Yes, over here. I keep saying that. Donald Trump makes sense. I believe in Donald Trump. You think Cohen was lying again? I think Cohen is a very bitter man. I also think he was basically brought into an office and says, if you don't talk bad about him, you're going to get an extra large prison sentence. You help us out, we'll help you out with the prison sentence. That is my firm belief. Silvergram, I hate what they're trying to do to Trump. But not only are they trying to do that, they're actually hoping, there's a difference. They're hoping he doesn't succeed. That means you're hoping the country's going to fail. You're hoping the country's going to fail for why? So you can get into office and have your career back. So it's not about the people, it's about their careers and their power. So Umpire's Post says Trump seems to be a buffoon. So there's what I call a blanket statement. I need to ask the Umpire's Post exactly what has he done to quantify him as being a buffoon. Because a buffoon means pretty much ignorant, right? Oh, I see. My apologies again. I'm really effing up today. The Umpire's Post was not talking about Trump. He was talking about Cohen. My apologies going out to the Umpire's Post. I saw that message after I said Trump. Immediately, I assumed the worst. Do you have a 100% plan for buying silver? Because I know it has value and I stack, but I don't have one reason I stack. But I don't have one reason I stack. I have multiple reasons. I have multiple reasons also. The main reason is this. A lot of people swear by a savings account. What's the interest rate on a savings account? I don't know what it is because I don't have one. But let's say this. What are the chances the purchasing power of $1 will go up? What are the chances? 0. So why have your money in a savings account? Why have somebody... It's like giving somebody your car. Hey, can you hold this for me? You are an adult. You don't need a bank to hold your money. So why give it to them? Do you give them your car? Do you give them your jewelry to hold? You're not making any profit for them parking the car in their parking lot. So, you be your own bank. You be your own bank. You buy silver and hold on to it. Why? Because with silver, unlike the dollar, it has a chance of going up in value. The dollar has no chance. It absolutely has no chance. So, invest in precious metals. Since biblical days, it has never fallen to zero. All other monetary systems have fallen to zero and expired. I am an Air Force veteran, and thank you first of all over here, and retired law enforcement officer, and saw a black triangle with same characteristics reported by hundreds of other folks. Savings account interest rates are near zero, so why have somebody hold your stuff? Just hold on to your silver. Even if you don't feel like buying any more silver, that doesn't mean you have to sell what you have, right? Hey, you don't want to buy no more silver, that's fine. But that doesn't mean you should get rid of what you've accumulated. Don't buy no more silver. You're tired of buying silver, I got that. But hold on to what you got. Hold that for years. You'll see, hold on to it. I think some people would agree with that as well. Hold on to your silver, even if you decide not to buy anymore. Yeah, I'm going to start buying gold now. I really am. I think I'm tired of the silver. I wouldn't say I'm tired of silver. I'm running out of space. I hate to sound like a freaking cocky attitude, but I literally, it's taken up an entire top shelf of my safe. And the only way to accumulate wealth, now I can continue to stack silver, but it's going to continue to take up more space. I now can diversify into gold, which takes up less space. I'll have to buy less frequently, don't get me wrong, because I'm not rich. Silvertown around. There's nothing wrong with JM Bullion's Silverton. There's nothing wrong with it over here. One ounce a month, though, silver collector. Think about that. 1 ounce a month is it's kind of aggressive. I mean, for me financially right now, I don't make a lot of money here on YouTubers like that, so I don't have that kind of money like other YouTube channels have. 1 ounce a month, you're talking $1,300 every month. Boom, boom, boom. On top of your financial obligations. That's a pretty aggressive gold purchasing plan. Not a bad plan, but I don't know if I can achieve that. We'll see after I close on the house. It's pretty aggressive for me. I could probably do 1 ounce, 1 ounce every 2 months. Hey, but we're all on the same freeway. The stacking or, the prepping freeway. It's just some people drive faster cars. It's my metaphor. A lot of people know me, know I love to talk in analogies and metaphors. We're all on this path, and it's a multi-lane highway, and some people are in the fast lane, some people are in the slow lane, some people are driving 4 cylinders, some people are driving Ferraris. I'm driving in the medium lane. Okay, over here, I did admit that Franklin, I made a mistake with Benjamin Franklin. I said that publicly, and that it was Thomas Edison. So I corrected myself multiple times already. Yeah, I just had to pay taxes, Skywatcher. It was painful. Wife and I paid $2,000 federal tax. Hey, but don't you freaking worry, because some of those welfare people who don't even work are getting $2,000 back. Don't you love it? And I had to pay $2,000. Gotta love it. It angers me. So today I paid slightly over $2,000. And on top of that, I had to pay the accountant $335 for his services. The Subaru is an Outback. I love it. Is it the most comfortable car? Absolutely not. But I've seen people in some serious snow stuck, and I'm just driving by them like it's nothing. That was by Daniel Shipley. Decrease the number of deductions. That would just give me a smaller paycheck. But yes, they would take more out of my paycheck for the end of the year. Either way, I'm paying it though, right? We always owing to Louisiana. Gotta love them welfare people. That is so wrong when you don't pay in taxes and yet you get a refund. That is so freaking wrong. And yet people are working and have to pay. So I know my money went to somebody else like that. So your accountant, Diggin' Dave, should already have the information. You should be able to go into YouTube and print out your tax form. You just hand that over to your accountant. He'll figure it all out. The good thing is, like I said, I don't make any money off of YouTube, really. I make a few pennies for every video commercial. The plus side, though, is I was allowed to write off my camera. I was allowed to write off some of the video editing software, the computer I utilize for my YouTube videos. But YouTube as a whole, I don't make any money really. I make maybe enough to pay for my internet service provider. And that's what, 60-something dollars? Cohen is such a douche. I agree. Trump was such a bad man, but he didn't have a problem working for Trump. As an attorney, you tell your client what is right, what is wrong, what is allowable, what is illegal. Sounds like he never advised Trump what was any of that and just did it. Now he wants to squeal on Trump. No, Cohen, you were the legal advisor. You should have told him it was illegal and that you would not do it. And if he insisted on doing it, then you should have said to him, then you'll need to find yourself another attorney. That did not happen, did it? Just like an accountant. I'm sorry, that is not writable. You cannot write that off, Mr. Overtaxed Taxpayer. I can't write off all that stereo equipment I bought? Are you kidding me? No. I already knew that, but I'm just making another analogy. You just don't go ahead and do it, and then you get busted, and then you blame everybody else for your lack of control over your client. I know he said Trump told him to do it, but as an attorney, you got to say no, it's illegal. I cannot do that. You'll need to find yourself another attorney. Cohen should get a stiffer sentence. Oh, I hope he gets a stiffer sentence, all right. Excuse me, I apologize. If you folks have not given me a thumbs up, I really would appreciate it. I really would. I always say this. I'm asking for a thumbs up. It's not like I'm asking to borrow your car or some lawn tools. Yakart Tozy. I agree with you. There's another name I haven't seen for a while. Doctor's going to say, I'm sorry, that's illegal. I cannot do that. You'll need to find yourself another doctor. Yukon Cornelius. Yes, I agree. I knew you were being sarcastic. It sure doesn't make matters easier. Don't ever touch my tools. Oh, man. Anyway, folks, I am going to call it a night. I'm tired of watching last night, but it failed. No, a lot of people said that they saw me go live, but I never actually went live. So it wasn't you. It must have been something on my end. John P. in the house. Daniel Shipley, Silver Collector. Yeah, so folks, go back about 2 or 3 years in my video feed. Look up the UFO video. Check it out. Just check it out. Listen to what I have to say and use your own judgment whether I'm full of shit. Sulfur, I can't pronounce that so good. Yes, I do cryptos. I don't have a lot of cryptos. I wish I had more. But I have just like maybe $100 worth of Bitcoin. I have maybe a couple of hundred, maybe 150 worth of Litecoin. I have maybe some Ethereum, and I have some DIGIBYTE. Trump can do no harm in your eyes. Nope, that is not a true statement. That is not a true statement. There is a difference between backing him and wishing him to fail. If we all just wished him to fail, you're really wishing the country to fail. Trump can do harm, but I back him because he's my president. Okay? I back him because he's my president. I am not blind to his shortcomings. And no man is perfect. The news media outlets, K-Pax, will have you believe that a president needs to be perfect. There is no such thing as a perfect man. No such thing as a perfect woman. But the news media outlets will have you believe that. Oh, come on, how many of us guys, and I'll say it to the women, how many of us guys and gals when we were younger didn't talk a little bit risque about the opposite sex? Come on, we all have. We've all gone to bars. We all been inside the bathrooms. Come on. Diggin' Dave, thank you so much for the $16 super chat. I really appreciate that. Maynard Wellman saw the UFO video. He said, good video. No one's perfect. Absolutely no one's perfect. Oh, he did this. See? We need to get rid of him. He blinked wrong. Oh my God. Breaking news. Breaking news. He likes supermodels. Breaking news. Over here, do you think JP Morgan has as much silver and gold as they report? Absolutely. And when the big boys stack silver, you should do also. Anyway, I am going to take off. You folks have a good night. He beat Hillary. Yeah, that's how much of a dummy he is. He beat Hillary. It's so funny. It is so funny. Anyway, you folks have a great night. I thank everybody for your support. Go watch that UFO video. Let me know what you think of it. Leave a comment there. Maybe give it a thumbs up. You folks have a great